And good morning, Minecrafters. This is Mr. Kassarian, and welcome to another episode of my Let's Play series. So today, we are going to be working on autocrafting using Buildcraft. It's a very interesting system, less compact than what you can do with Applied Energistics, but still very effective and very useful. So why don't I come back in a couple minutes when I'm ready to go, and we can get started with this. Alright, so what we're going to need to make are some items called logistics crafting tables. And don't worry, they're actually wicked easy to make. And I did that wrong. Right, stone gear goes there. And wood, we need the crafting tables, right. Let me just do that. There we go. Alright, so. Oops. There we go. Let's get 8 of those. And then let's get our basic logistics pipes. And let's turn them into crafting logistics pipes. Ooh, those are suppliers. I want... crafting. Okay, a stone gear, some redstone. Okay, that's not too hard. Crafting with this table is quite fun. The only downside to it is that it's not quite as easy as crafting with it's not quite as easy as if we were crafting with an ME crafting table, but it certainly is usable. So let me show you how this works. All right. So let's get this and this. And now let's find a spot downstairs where we can work with all of this. All right. Shouldn't be too difficult. So let's do this wall. This wall looks like a good wall to do this with. And come off and down. Perfect. But not there, because that actually needs to be left covered. Should be good for right now. Let's put a little bit of dirt right back here, just so we aren't open up to the sky. And now, let's put those down there. So now all we need to do is, let's say we want to turn stuff into oak wood planks. We just place that there. Shift click the recipe in with NEI. And the recipe's there. Well, how do we connect this to our logistics system? Piece of cake. Just put a crafting logistics pipe on it. Right click and hit import. Now, you may not always be able to do that with the import feature, but it works. So let's program in a gear, shall we? Just a wooden gear. And then we could throw this guy down. And import. Okay. Now let's say we want, I don't know, a stone gear. Ah, right. We want a stone gear. Okay. And now we're just going to import it. And now we want, you can also click things in. We want a crafting table. Import that. Okay, let's say we want a chest. All right. We can import the chest. And now let's say we want to be able to code in our logistics crafting table. We can. We can code that right in there. And now let's say we want to code in basic logistics pipes. Or diamond pipes. How about that? Diamond pipes. well, we can code that in just as easily. But we are out of logistics crafting tables. That's fine. We can make some more logistics crafting pipes. Even more easily, we can actually make everything we need from this logistics system. So now, let me get 2 of these. Oh, no, I could just get 1 of those. Send that back in. Clear the recipe. And do I have any... Nope, so we'll get some sticks. Request 1 of you. Thank you. Let's get some redstone. Let's get that, and let's check what we need for a logistics pipe. Some cobblestone pipes and some glass. So let's get some cobblestone pipes. 2 of you, please. And a gold chipset. I believe it's like that, or is it like this? Here we go. And 2 pieces of glass. Perfect. Oh, I already had the glass on me. Let's get ourselves some logistics pipes, put that back. And let's get a stone... right. I forgot to hook that up to my network. Give me a split second. Let me get that configured. I forgot. I still have to connect it. And like that. You can see that all is now green and connected. I can't believe I forgot to do that. By the way, you can see our auto processing system is in fact working nicely. Let's jump up here. Now I can get... Ooh, did I never teach you how to make sticks? I didn't, did I? You should have the sticks, you know. There we go. Let's get that and redstone. We should be able to see it all running around downstairs, too. So we'll get the 5 redstone. The gears, logistics pipes to get ourselves some more crafting logistics pipes. And don't forget to send these back into the network when you're done with them. Because after all, we need to have a tidy place. All right, let's jump back down here. It might help to teach this thing about sticks. So now we can import. And we should really teach this thing how to make sticks. Alright. Import. So now these guys are all configured. Alright, so now, well, they're not completely configured, but they're configured enough. At least enough to now for this system to now start being self-replicative. By that I mean we can actually request things. For example, I can get 3 of those. And we should actually be able to see it all zipping around downstairs if we go downstairs. But we're not quite yet ready for that yet. They showed up here, and now they should actually be showing up over here somewhere. There we go. 3 more of these. And yes, we are using the system basically to set up everything we need. So now I can tell this thing how to make a redstone torch. What do you know? You know that, you know that, you know that. So let's put this thing down. This thing can now know about how to make a logistics pipe. And this thing should probably know how to make a cobblestone transport pipe. All right. Import that. We're going to make ourselves 3 more crafting logistics pipes and 3 more logistics crafting tables. So let's go up here. Let's get ourselves some basics. Forgot this isn't actually an ME crafting table. Let's get ourselves some stone gear. Get ourselves some redstone. Let's get ourselves some logistics crafting tables. You can see down the bottom left-hand corner of my screen in the chat window, it's actually showing all the requests. And yes, so there is some lag because of the distance between me and my ME crafting system, or my logistics pipes crafting system. But it isn't actually that bad. It's not instantaneous, pretty much like an ME system is, or Applied Energistics system. But it is pretty fast, and it's a little more complicated, actually. So what do I have here? Do I have logistics pipes? Yes. So let's teach this thing about logistics crafting. Import. And this thing, what do I want this thing to know about? What's something that I make a lot of every day? Could round off the gears. We could teach it about the rest of the gears. We could do that. We could teach it... Let's teach about pistons. Because we're always using up pistons. Import that. And what else do we want to teach this thing about? What do I craft a lot of? Torches. Ooh, okay. Let's teach about this. Let's use the cobblestone recipe. Oh, it uses... Huh? There we go. I don't know why it wasn't showing there for a minute. Import. Now, I'm getting a little tired of having to run back and forth up and down the stairs to do this. So why don't we make ourselves another type of pipe? You guys have seen, you actually saw it as part of the crafting for this thing. It's a request. Mark 1 or the Mark 2? We'll use the Mark 1 for right now. So what is that? That's an iron gear? Okay. So let's get a stone gear. And let's get some iron. Thank you. And a stone gear should pop out any second now. Thank you very much. And we need a gold. Ooh, okay. That's fun. Let's just get 10 of them, because why not? Because we use them quite a bit, and it's not like I'm exactly lacking in power here from my systems downstairs. We're also almost ready to set up our IC2 system, which I actually need to get. I don't think I have the iron, actually. Yeah, we're running a little low on iron here. But let's run downstairs. Actually, let me come back when this stuff is done, because what I'm about to do is just general housekeeping. Alright, so what we're crafting here is a request logistics pipe. Okay, we have some crafting logistics pipes. And what are you doing over here? What are you making? Probably more gold. Alright, that's fine. So let's drop downstairs here. And we're just going to hook this guy over here, I think. Well, let's do this. Let's hook it like that. Alright. So now, perfect. Oh, did I forget to grab the logistics crafting tables from upstairs? I think I did. The downside of that table, by the way, is you can't access items that are inside of it from the network. They're in their own kind of subnet. There we go. And you can't shift click in or out of there either. The upside is it is a good way to put items back into your network. Alright, so let's go over here. Let's hook these guys in. Perfect. Oops, and I need another crafting logistics pipe. Because that. There we go. Oops. So let's put those on. Nice, and everything's nice and connected now. And let's say, all right, so the next thing we're going to need, what else do I need? I just had an idea of what I needed, and I can't remember it now. I cannot remember at all what I just needed. Oh, let's look at fertilizer. And that's a forestry item, and we'll actually deal with that later. But suffice to say, we will be needing it. Let's also look at track. Okay. Track. Let's import that. And I'll show you guys, because that's always kind of a difficult thing to craft for me. All right. So then this one should be what? What do I need a lot of that I rarely, if ever, want to craft? I'm not doing much with that anymore, I think. Anyways, you guys get the basic idea of how this works. Now, the cool thing is, because I know I'm going to need more crafting slots here. Let me just fill this in. Is I can actually request, how many more slots do I have? 4? I can open this thing up and I can say request 4 of you, and ooh, I'm missing golden chipset. Okay. Request 4 of you. Now what we should be able to see in a couple seconds are all the items we need come shooting over, being parceled around. You can see all these things are flying around. And we get 4 more logistics crafting tables. Just like that. All right, so let me bring you guys back in once we're done. Once I have something else for us to do. Be right back. All right, so I'm doing something else here. I am going to start telling this thing that it needs to make, abort please, a gate, a redstone chipset, and I'm also going to have it make a pulsating chipset, 2 of them in fact. And that's actually used for the autarkic gate that you guys saw me make earlier. Now, this one isn't going to need as much pull power because it's actually, the items are coming in kind of infrequently. But, alright, so we just made ourselves a redstone chipset, I believe. 2 of them, in fact. So now I'm going to ask it to make myself a gate, or a redstone iron chipset, and then a gate. and a pulsating chipset. So it's going to chew through that, and then we'll combine the gate, the iron chipset, and the pulsating chipset to make ourselves an autarkic gate. Okay? All right. Not too difficult. Basically, it works just like a redstone engine, except attached to a device. So it goes on the pipe. It's easier to use than a pipe. I could make an autarkic iron gate, which is an iron, autarkic iron and gate, which would be an iron and gate, redstone iron chipset. Actually, I may do that because there's something fun you can do with that. So that's going to be a little more complicated, actually, because I need some specific stuff to do that with that I'm not really interested in doing that right now. The autarkic gate should be okay. If it's not, I'll do something more easy with it. Just got myself the gate. Now we're going to make ourselves a pulsating chipset. And after that's done, all we'll have to do is make ourselves select the option to actually make the autarkic gate. So this takes just a little bit of time to pull off, but I think it's still pretty darn useful. Mostly because it's nice and compact and it looks nice. You know, all the important things in life, right? So let's let that run. Should be done in a couple seconds here. And yes, this is an episode of us just sort of refining all of our systems. Any second now. And we wait. And we wait. So yes, logistics pipes. There's another reason, which I'm going to show in a couple minutes, why I went with logistics pipes instead of with AE, Applied Energistics, for the beginning of our system here. And there's actually a pretty good reason for it. That will become clear. Okay, so we're just about done with the chipset now. And now we can actually make our autarkic gate, which actually the autarkic gate itself produces relatively quickly. It's just getting all the stuff together to do it. Another piece of redstone. Redstone's the one thing I'm not short on right now. All right, so we get our autarkic gate. There we go. All right. I'll be right back. Oh, right. One more thing we wanted to do. These are ender lily seeds. Okay. They grow better if you place them on endstone. But they're basically a slow way of generating ender pearls. And I need it because that was my last ender pearl. And yeah. Okay. So I'll be right back. All right. So all I'm doing here is just replacing that entire system upstairs. Did I really forget a wooden... There we go. The answer was yes, I did. Just going to place that wooden pipe there. Take that thing out of the way. I'm going to put a thing on like that. I don't have nearly enough gold pipe for this, but it's okay. We can always get... two pieces of gold and one piece of glass. There we go. And we will put this basic logistics pipe in here. And a piece of gold pipe right there. So now all we need to do is put our autarkic gate on here. Set it to redstone off, energy pulsar. And what it'll do is it'll pull all those items out and send them straight into our network. just like that. And hopefully that'll actually keep up with our network systems. You could see our compression wall was working fine. I should explain this quickly. Basically, these are converting items down into their compressed versions. So far, we have cobblestone, and I believe this is dirt running in here? Yes, it is. And these are logistics chassis with terminus pipes on them. So all they're doing is they're saying, hey, if you don't have anywhere else to send it, just send it over here. So, and these are compressing down. And I actually have some quintuple compressed cobblestone, which is good, 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 good. Now, if I check out the eventual end item you make with all this. Oh, okay. I just need quadruple compressed. That's fine. Okay. So, yeah, this is going to compress down, and I sincerely doubt we'll get more than a couple of those. But if we do, we always can store them somewhere else. Now I have all these iron chests. Too bad I can't recover the iron out of them. And we'll pull that out. And we're actually doing a fair bit to make our base look a little prettier. Because now we don't need nearly as many of these chests. Because previously I just had it set up to batch sort. But this way, items are actually being pulled and processed as they come in. Nice. So eventually, well, we will have the capability. I have a feeling stone is now actually getting... Yeah, stone is now getting voided. Stone dust is getting voided. That's fine. We don't really care about that. All right, so that about wraps up this episode. It's been awesome as usual, guys. We've already hit 30 minutes, which I was surprised at. Didn't feel like that. So let me thank you for watching. It's been fun. Next episode, we're going to do some even more cool stuff with our ME system. So stay tuned, our ME, with our logistics pipe system. So on that note, stay tuned. I'll see you in the next episode. This has been Mr. Kassarian. As always, happy mining.